Welcome to part 3 of my investigation into the Pathe newsreel titled Mitcham Bombed 1940. This film had no commentary, and a description of the newsreel on the Pathe News channel on YouTube simply says possibly October 1940, which was around the time of the beginning of the London Blitz. If you haven't seen parts 1 and 2, give them a go. They're a bit longer than this one, because I think this one is a bit more simpler to solve. Let's watch it through. It runs for about 45 seconds. So these are houses that have been damaged by the bomb. People trying to retrieve their belongings. It looks like an entire house has been destroyed there. You can see chimney places. And this church we can see in the background, I think, is St Mark's Church in St Mark's Road. Alright, let's go back to the beginning of that again. Which, if you watch the whole video from YouTube, is around 1 minute 46. Now, the previous location on this video was of the Methodist church that was destroyed in the Fairgreen, and that was on the night of 18th September and the morning of 19th September. The civilian deaths on Ancestry are listed in surname sequence. So a number of years ago, when I first looked at that, I copied the details into a spreadsheet so I could sort them in various ways. So let's have a look at that spreadsheet for that time period. So 18th September, there are the entries for Upper Green East and Langdale Avenue, which are the ones that were affected by the bomb that landed on the Methodist church, which is never rebuilt in that situation. The site is now of the Langdale parade of shops at the Fairgreen. But this is what is of interest. Pembroke Road and St Mark's Road. So let's look at a Google map of that area today. So there's St Mark's Church, and off of Baker Lane is a dead end cul-de-sac, Pembroke Road. Let's have a look at it on Street View. Baker Lane, you see the church spire in the background there. Shopping trolley, quite handy. Pembroke Road. So, it's a cul-de-sac, and the houses are arranged in blocks of 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if we can compare the outlines of the fronts of the houses with the newsreel. This one would be a useful one to compare if it weren't for that tree. So this image is July 22. Let's see if we can find an image that's taken before. Yes, the Google Street View car was there in 2009. And that tree wasn't there then. Well, that's handy then. Let's zoom in on this and go back to the newsreel. You can see this, what would you call that, a canopy over the entrances, and the windows above, sort of like a projection. What's that, a bay? Let's see if there's a better view. Yes. So the upper floor, 2 windows there, 1 window above the door, and this bay window, I suppose you call it. Now, obviously the window panes and what have you will be different today, but the general outline should be there. There we have it. Those 2 windows, 1 window above the door, and this projection. So the type of house looks correct. Let's go back to the Pathe newsreel. As I say, there was a church which I believe is St Mark's Church. So we can see through to this church. Let's go a bit further. We can see the spire. So today that view is not possible from the street level. Obviously there's a house being rebuilt there. So let's look at the Google Maps view as a 3D. So we change the layers to satellite. We can see St Mark's Church in St Mark's Road. There's Baker Lane, there's Pembroke Road. Now we want to put that into 3D mode. Turn it round a bit. Incline it a bit. Oh, I wish I had this technology when I was a kid. Anyway, so it looks as if we've got a view from Pembroke Road to the church, we can see most of the church. Again, there's trees in the way now. It's likely then that that's the house that was destroyed. Now if we look at the spreadsheet I've made of the civilian deaths for the night of 18th September 1940, we have at number 5 Pembroke Road, Eileen Balch, age 24, Robert Phillips, age 68, Anthony Young, age 3, and Bertie Cyril Young, age 34. At number 7, Joan Merton, age 17, and at number 9, Leslie Cyril Mangtalo, age 36, and Marguerite Lillian Mangtalo, also age 36. And in 56 St Mark's Road we have William Albert Thompson, age 55. So now let's look at an Ordnance Survey map to see where those door numbers are. So this is an Ordnance Survey map, survey 1952, and it shows the door numbers. Zoom in about, St Mark's Church there, Pembroke Road. Number 5, number 7, number 9, and in St Mark's Road, number 56. I think that's conclusive. This footage is of a bomb that fell between the edge of Pembroke Road and St Mark's Road on the same night as the bomb that fell in the Fairgreen destroyed the Methodist Church. This one killed people in houses in both those roads. Thank you for watching. That's the final part of 3 parts analysing this single Pathe newsreel from 1940 on the British Pathe channel. If you like this video, please tap on that like button and perhaps consider subscribing when there will be more videos on the Mitcham History Notes channel. Bye for now.